Hello, everyone, and it's once again time for America's favorite Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition real play podcast set in the accursed realm of Georgia. That's right, it's Crits and Grits, and we're back with
I think
pros
we
at the
can
con.
legally say any.
Legally, I can say any of that that I
Legally, we
want.
cannot say a single one of those.
Legally, I already
No, I
have.
think you can, because America is not like ad on behalf.
We're making an ad on behalf of us.
Yeah, I mean, we could, like, the asterisk at the end is we're America's favorite podcast that is written and recorded by people exclusively from the Metro Atlanta area who went mostly to the same high school.
Or college, or hung
Yeah.
out at the same guy's, house,
Yeah,
or know
that's the
the same
asterisk.
cosplayers at conventions, specifically like 2 or 3, and we're all friends that way. Yeah,
Hard to get that into the title line.
it's long. Yeah, it's a lot.
mhm.
We really need a legal person.
I don't have anything one way or other to say that I am a legal person. I am a legal person legally, but the logistics of the legality of my legalness is illegal. You know what? We're just gonna scrap all that and not worry about it because I've lost the plot already. But we are.
This has been a fun journey.
Yes. Oh, I'm so sorry. We are Georgia's official, unofficial Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition podcast set in the accursed realm of Georgia, but currently set in the accursed realm of the First World, and even more so, currently set in the pseudo cursed lands of the not quite but almost Feywild. But we'll get to that in a minute. I am your host of this incredibly fun podcast, Alex. I am your dungeon master, your Fungin master. With us tonight are 4 of our players that we are going to adventure with tonight. I'm going to go through each one of you, and you're going to say who you play, and what you're going through right now as your characters are currently falling to their doom, most likely. So we're going to start at the top with Abby. Abby, how's it going? Who are you playing?
I'm doing all right. I'm playing Doot TBD, aka Rootin' Dootin' cosplay. Can we get a recap of what happened so I can get
Oh, sure, yeah.
back in the zone?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Because you said falling to our deaths, and I'm like, hold on.
What?
Yeah,
It's been over a month. I have moved.
Yeah, absolutely. Do TBD, fantastic. I'm so glad that you are here joining us today. Let's get to our next player. That would be the good Dr. Deebs. Good doctor, how are you doing? Who are you playing tonight?
I'm great. I'm Dave Johnson, who is playing Foz. I'm playing D&D as Dave Johnson, who is playing as Foz. Okay, got it.
You got it. Got it in one.
Only 2 times. Almost.
That's one if you divide it by 2. You did a great job there. Welcome to the podcast, Foz, and I'm going to get to our next player. That would be our good friend Gary. Good friend Gary, who are you playing, and how's it going tonight as you're falling to your doom?
What's up? I'm Gary. I'm playing Derek Erickson, bro. And Derek is just proud of the shirt that he got from his friends. The Tit Haver shirt that is a crop top at this point.
It is wonderful. It's one of my favorite items that we've given because it involved no making things magic on my part. It makes me so happy.
And he just put it over his chainmail.
That's a look.
Aww. It's like a little tabard. That's cute.
Yeah. And finally, we have our good friend Jeff. Good friend Jeff, who are you playing? And you're also falling to your doom in this. How's it going?
Well, hi, I'm Jeff, and I'm playing as Flibble D, the Plasmoid Sorcerer. And, honestly, if this somehow ends in me dying without a party, I'm gonna be so livid.
Oh, sorry. Well, that is kind of the point of tonight's episode. The last episode that everyone was in, I know it's been a hot second. You were all at an inn on what was the name of the town we had there? in Dragon's Rest, the Dragon's Rest Inn on Rum Runner's Hollow. At the Dragon. Shit, I just lost my notes. I had it and I lost it. There we go. The Dragon's Rest Inn, and the dwarf operator had opened up a portal into the part of the Dragon Continent that is very much bleeding in energy from the Feywild. There's only one little issue. They've been having some technical problems with all of their relays and everything. Their satellites aren't quite hitting the correct paths. So instead of gently dropping you onto the ground floor of a mushroom-covered forest, you're currently about, I'd say, a couple hundred feet in the air, plummeting slowly to your death. Possibly. Unless, of course, you can save yourselves in the course of about 4 turns is about how long it'll take for you to not die. Everyone, please, roll initiative.
We have to fight gravity.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy.
Not great.
I got a 14.
Got a 21.
Ugh. I got a 10.
And what are we looking at for dude other than not great?
11.
Oh, 11. Okay, so that's not bad.
Could have been worse.
Could have been worse. You could have had.
Yeah.
You could have
Could have been
had.
something sad like a 10.
Yeah, right? Man, that'd really suck, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not that loser shit.
Right, yeah. So it is the top of the round. You all are pretty high up in the air. Wind is whipping past you as you are falling down, unfortunately, without some sort of parachute or anything to really stop you from falling. But you have, I'm going to guess, about 4 turns roughly before you smack onto grass, mud, rock, and probably some pavement, but not a lot. So with that in mind, you all have 4 turns to try to figure out, in the order of Derek, Dave, Doot, and Flibble D, how to stop falling so fast and possibly squishing. We'll start this off with Derek.
Yeah, I'm sorry about this, bro. He manifests his echo beneath him to absorb the impact if they hit the ground, because that is all I can do as a fighter.
Bro, what are you doing? What is going? Why is it so windy, bro?
Why is it so windy, step bro?
Derek just awkwardly reaches underneath himself and shushes Eric. Shh, shh, it'll all be over soon, bro. It'll all be over soon.
I don't think so. Go ahead and make. I'm gonna do a contested strength check with you on that, because he's gonna be fighting you the entire way down. That was a 13 from Eric.
Strength or athletics? What am I?
We're gonna do just a straight up strength check.
Okay. That's it.
An 18. You maintain control as he starts to flail his arms around, trying to grab onto you, and he can't get purchased. He can't catch you. And if that's the end of your round, Dave, you're up next.
As a Triton, Dave has innate control over wind and water, and so he's gonna gust of wind straight upwards. So strong line of wind, 60 feet long and 10 feet wide. So anybody within, or anybody right next to me, I guess, will be slowed, I guess.
Yeah, we can say that.
Gust of wind pushes horizontally. It would at least slow you down.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll allow that. How long does gust of wind last? Is it just a round?
It is a concentration up to a minute.
Concentration up to a minute? Yeah, that's good.
As a bonus action, I can move the gust in the direction at which it is blowing and slam Derek straight into the fuck out. at higher than his terminal velocity.
That's great. Yeah. You managed to slow yourself down a little bit. It is so long as you can keep this up and everything and not really have to worry about coming into contact with anything rough or hard within the next few minutes, within the next minute, you should be pretty well cushioned. I'll say the damage that you would take, if you do get to take any, is going to probably be halved. So, yeah, anything else you want to do on your turn? And is anyone else in that 10 feet of you?
Oh, I don't know where everybody else is. I don't know where they would have started, but Dave was reaching out and gesturing like, guys, come closer.
Yeah, what's the light situation here? I'm realizing I don't have dark vision.
You can, I'm not even going to make you roll anything for that. It's broad daylight.
Okay.
The sun is bright and shining over top of you. It's a gorgeous day out. It's a beautiful day to die. I'll say
Okay,
that.
so we can all see where everybody else is.
Yes. Yes, everyone can see where everyone is in that. So yeah. With that, if you're done, Dude, how are you gonna stop falling?
Dude's gonna look at everyone and be like, who wants to fly? I can make one person fly. Because I can tell that they're still gonna get hurt if they keep that velocity up, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Flibbledy, this is a really stupid question, but can you make yourself a parachute? Or is that racist? I don't know. I don't.
Honestly, I've never tried.
Shit. Okay.
But I think I've got an idea.
I'm listening. I'll be fine. I can just teleport to the ground.
So can I.
You can teleport. I can teleport. You got it. I'm gonna cast Fly on Dave, so that he can grab Derek.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty genius. I like it.
So I float over to, skydiving style to Dave and boop him with the fly spell, and I just keep descending.
Is that concentration based?
It is, but I
Okay.
have benign transportation, so as soon as I get closer to the ground, I'm just going to teleport to the ground.
Smart. I like it. Yeah.
I mean, if anyone has Misty Step, it's the same thing, basically.
Okay.
I do, but I thought that the velocity would be an issue.
Not for teleportation. I just
Okay.
boot myself over there. You can use your action to teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see. Alternatively, you can choose a space within range that is occupied by a smaller medium creature. If that creature is willing, you both teleport, swapping places. So I'm just suddenly there.
I like it. You might take falling damage is 1d6 per 10 feet, maximum of 20d6 at the very height of things. So if you guys just completely whiff it somehow, that's 20d6 of damage. But if you're going to just be 10 feet off the ground and then boop right there on the ground, you might maybe get a point, just one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of judging it as close as I can. So if Dave keeps up this gust and slows us down, then I've got a higher probability of teleporting before I hit the ground, is what I'm banking on.
Okay. Yeah, that's genius. I like it. I think it'll work. If that's the end of your turn, Flibbledy, you're up.
Yep.
Alrighty. So how close is the closest person to me?
You all sort of stepped in one after the other into the portal. So I wouldn't say you're too far from one another. Probably within about within a few feet of one another.
So, Dude,
9.8 meters of each other.
Dude, you had a plan to get to the ground.
Yeah, I'm gonna teleport right before we hit.
Okay. And you gave fly to
Dave has fly.
to Dave.
Yep. So Dave probably needs to grab Derek. Flibbledy said he could handle it, so
Yeah, can I reach out and grab Derek?
Sure. I would say he is currently wrestling with Eric in the air. So I will say this: if you're trying to reach Derek and everything there, I would say a D10 sleight of pseudopod to make sure you get the right one. Or sorry, not a D10, a DC 10 sleight of hand, sleight of pseudopod to make sure you get the right one. If you get 10 or above, you get Derek. If you get 10 or below, you don't.
All right. Well, before I do that, I'm gonna do some wild sorcerer bullshit.
Yes.
So I'm gonna use my bonus action, and then I'm gonna use my action as a bonus action. I am converting spell slots into sorcery points to convert into spell slots. So I'm burning. Yep.
What?
It's wild. It's sorcerer bullshit.
It is. So wait, do you lose anything?
Yes. So I am burning one first level spell slot. So I'll have one left. And that gives me a single sorcery point, which I currently have 5 of my max 7. But with the one from the spell slot, that brings me up to a 6, which I can then convert into a 4th level spell slot.
That is some sorcery bullshit.
Yes.
Anything else on your turn then?
Would I be able to try to grab the correct Derek?
Go ahead and roll your sleight of pseudopod.
Alrighty. So that, like, visually what that ended up looking like was the, like, nuclei core inside of me just, like, glowed really bright for a couple of seconds. That's a nat 20.
Oh yeah, you grab Derek. Eric is trying to reach out. Bro, help me, dude. You just very dexterously just go bloop right on top of you, right on top of Derek instead. Eric's like, bro, I thought we had some. We were party dudes. You just leave me here to die. This sucks, man.
Derek does the courtesy of unsummoning him, so he doesn't hit the ground.
He boops out of existence, and then we're back at the top of the round. If you could, everyone roll for me either a perception or investigation check, depending on how hard are you looking to see for a soft spot to land or not die, possibly.
Oh.
That's 6.
You are more focused on the fact that your brother's just been unsummoned and all that.
13 perception.
I got a 2.
We got a 2 and a 13.
Yep.
You said investigation or perception?
Yes.
I'm gonna stick with the 18 I rolled for perception.
Okay. We'll start with the 2 then. For that 2, the wind is currently blowing in your face and everything. So that it's like you're in a wind tunnel and everything is just flashing and blowing past you. So you're not seeing much except for the tops of your eyelids there as you float about. For that 13, you're focused on just grabbing Derek and making sure he doesn't plummet. And also, you get a little bit distracted by his brother disappearing. Dude, you do see something that is kind of helpful. Below you are these very tall mushrooms that are about 30 feet tall that cover the forest below. They are nice and soft looking. And, you should be able to, if you land on top of one and don't go completely through it, because they're very soft and you're going very fast down, you should be okay. Or at least not die if you can figure a way to slow your descent, which you already figured out how to do that. You also see that there are some large woody pines that you could probably grab onto, but they're very rough, and you'd probably do more harm than good if you were to grab onto one of those.
I will point towards the mushrooms and tell the men, aim for that. I'm gonna teleport close to it, but not on it, so you don't hit me. So I'm gonna point them towards, like, I guess the biggest of the mushrooms, but I'm gonna try to aim myself to an adjacent one so that when I teleport, nobody lands on top of me.
It's very smart.
'Cause
Yeah.
I'll be there like right before they get there. I'm 30 feet ahead of them.
Okay. Yeah. So you can do that, and I'm gonna level with you guys. I wasn't expecting you to solve this so easily with being able to fly and being able to grab each other and float with things and teleport to safety as much. So we're just gonna cut down to, for the most part, you figured out how to not die, and at this point, you're kind of bored floating through the air as wind whips past you. And I do apologize about that.
Dog, I had absolutely no
So
solution.
proud.
Yeah.
I had a dope as shit solution. And
It's a good solution. It's great. I will say this: if you're going to try to aim for the mushrooms, then you will have to roll a survival check to make sure you hit them. It's going to be a low survival check. If you hit a 5, you're more likely to either pass straight through it, or you're going to hit a tree instead, and you're going to take some damage.
Can I see the ground?
Yes, after the first couple of turns, you do start to see the ground. Like I said, these are about 30-foot tall giant mushrooms.
So this is what I was gonna do.
Let's hear it.
I was gonna say, like, are we still in initiative at all? Or-
Yes, if you want to be, yes.
Oh, whose turn is it then?
It would be Derek's, then Dave's, then Duke's, then Flibbldee's.
Okay.
So as you all are beginning to reach your final descent, everyone go ahead and roll another perception check for me.
Yeah, I've definitely put my sunglasses on at this point.
Okay,
Oh shit.
yeah.
Maybe they fell off with a 6.
They
Shit.
did.
I got
I got
19.
16. I'm finally opened my eyes.
I got to 12.
A 12. The
I
19
got
and the
worse.
do we want to do the landing first, or do we want to see what is currently barreling down toward you?
Wait, is there shit above us?
Yeah, something's above y'all.
Well, let's see what's going
Yeah,
going on
I
above.
use minor conjuration and summon another set of sunglasses so I can see. No, I do goggles, so I can see.
Okay. With that 19 and that 16, you see with red feathers and a beautiful tropical shirt, and a lute slung over his feathery shoulder, the mayor of Rumrunner's Hollow, currently falling toward you guys. And unfortunately, he is
News of every other.
unfortunately he is going way faster than you all.
I will aim my wind.
Okay. And you're about to land on the mushroom as well. So
and set-
go ahead and roll a survival.
Okay, wait. So I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
Do
fly.
you need the wording on it?
No, I'm gonna redirect and try to say.
Fuck Derek, I guess.
Well, Flubble
I got
me.
him. I got him. I got
Okay,
him. Don't worry
okay.
about it.
Yeah.
Fuck, I got
You
both of them for real.
I wasn't definitely gonna let Derek.
I mean,
It's fine. I knew that was part of the plan.
But yeah, he has momentarily forgotten that he is a parrot Kenku and not a parrot Aarakocra. And he can't fly, but you can. Aarakocra can fly. Kenkus cannot fly.
No,
No,
wait, Kenku.
Yeah.
Kenku can.
Oh,
Ku.
okay,
Wait.
that was good. I'm proud. Second guess yourself. Have the courage and your conviction to make a bad decision.
I will do better. You know what? Yes, he is a Kenku, but he is currently a Can't-Ku. So that's the
There
dash.
you go. You're living your truth.
I am. Thank
There you go. Yeah.
With
Yeah,
your
just be
whole
honest
chest.
to yourself.
But yeah, Derek, and Dave and Doot and Flibbledy, you are all about to hit mushroom softness, but we do have Mayor Jamais currently falling to his doom. Let's start with Derek, and Derek, you are currently being helped by Flibbledy, who has blooped you with his pseudopod. How do you prepare to land?
Derek just looks back to Flibbledy and says, "Hey, thanks, bro. I you didn't have to save me, but you did, and that means a lot to me. So when we get down there, gotta party the right way, like you.
Absolutely, bro. Do you trust me?
I trust you with every fiber of my being."
All right. It's about to get weird.
Fucking go.
On my turn, it'll get weird.
Yes. Dave, that is your turn then.
Okay, I'm gonna fly toward using to slow him down and accelerate me
Okay.
towards him.
Do we have to roll anything? Do we have to?
I'm gonna catch him lovingly
Nice.
in my arms. I'll roll for lovingly.
I'm going to say for lovingly caressing and catching him in your arms. Oh, sorry,
Not
sorry.
caressing. Whoa,
Lovingly
whoa.
catching.
Walk it
Yes. I'm going to say that would be an athletics check because you're catching him, but you have advantage because you have the wind at your back and you also have your flying going on.
He caresses his tail feathers.
Oh, that's good. I gotta
Yeah, you catch him pretty handily as he is currently out of breath, and he goes, "I was gonna cast a feather fall, and then I kind of forgot that I don't have feather fall currently saved. Whew.
Mayor Buffet,
Thank you.
I've got you.
And with that, I believe it is now Duke's turn. He had a bit of a freak out.
He prepped Wonderwall, not Featherfall.
Wonderwall, not Featherfall.
Anyway, here's Wonder.
Wonder Splat.
So, Dave, is Dave gonna be the one to save me?
Oh,
After
no.
all, I forgot Featherfall.
Oh, jeez. That's good.
That is
Really
great.
nice, guys.
I appreciate it. On my turn, I'm just gonna wait until I get closer, and then just boop. I'm suddenly standing on a mushroom,
Perfect.
but not the one I pointed everyone else to. An adjacent one, if possible.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that survival check. Anything below 5, you miss your target mushroom and get on the same mushroom as the boys.
Survival, alrighty. Ooh. That's a whopping 3.
You land on the boys' mushroom. I'm so sorry.
All right. Well, that was my action.
Do you have a bonus action you'd like to cast?
Well, I still have my movement, so I'm gonna move. I am going to I'm gonna look back
Fail.
up and run to the edge of the mushroom and hope I'm out of the way.
Yeah, you can do that. You'll have about by the time Flibbledy and Derek land, you'll have enough time. Same
Okay.
thing with Mayor Buffet. You have Flying Dave here. You should definitely be fine.
Yeah, that's my turn.
And that leaves Flibbledy and Derek. What's your sorcery bullshit you're gonna pull?
All right, so I am going to fully engulf Derek with like my nuclei completely covering his face. And then we are going to like wink out of existence and then wink back into existence with us standing on the ground, and then I'm just gonna like slurp off of him as I cast Dimension Door.
Oh, cool. That is
I
cool.
knew it. I knew it. I was like, oh. The
And
smart
for him,
choice.
Derek just sees a like tear through like cosmic reality right before like we get spit out on the other end.
Remember when you were in the infinite pool?
Yes, yes.
It didn't work for Derek.
Well, it's the same visual effect. That's what it kind of looks like. Momentarily, you do see into the ziggurat, and you see the Dragonborn Council look very curiously into the pool, going, "What the hell?" As you wink back into existence. So yeah, you've all successfully not gone splat, and Mayor Jamais is with you. As Dave, you float down with him onto the top of this mushroom. I realized
Pineapple.
I didn't see you guys off. I'm so sorry.
Oh, we're happy you're here.
Well, me too. You know, and I'm ready to go back home. I got some mayorly things to sign. So if you guys can just point me back in the way of the portal, I think we should be okay.
Points.
He looks right up to where the portal was, and then he looks around. He looks back up to the portal, and back to you guys, and says, "I think I might be stuck here, and I might be on y'all's adventure with you for a hot second."
Dave, like does that thing where he like you hook your arm through somebody else's arm. You're like, we're going on an adventure, Mayor.
Well, I mean,
Buffet,
Dave,
let's go."
technically you can fly for another 9 minutes, so.
Shut up.
I mean, you could just fly along with us.
I mean, sure, you can fly. Sure, it would be a long flight up, because going up it takes a little bit longer than going down. You have gravity to fight and everything, even with your wind. I'm trying not to let him go. He's too good of a character to not go.
Yeah, because average
Yeah.
falling speed is like 500
Yeah.
feet per round or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Once you hit velocity or whatever, I was Googling. And fly has a speed of 60 feet. So even dashing, that's 120 feet.
Can you dash?
Yes. Yes,
I mean-
I've done it before, I think.
I mean,
Oh, no,
I could
it's
save him too if need be.
You can save me?
No. Mayor
Yeah,
Buffet
I
is coming with
feel
us.
like the more people we have with us, the better chances we have.
And at this point, I think we'll be going older, but not up.
Yes, Lincoln.
So yeah, you guys are now on a vast forest of mushrooms and everything. There are pines and other willows and ferns that are dotting the landscape, mosses and everything, but it is a very thick wood of shroom about you. And you do have a mission. I forgot to mention that at the top of the recap. You have a mission to collect some materials, a magical fern plant and a magical ironwood type of plant, so that you can repair the satellite dishes in the port. Issue being, we're not 100% sure what they look like.
Mayor Buffet, do you have any idea what
I'd
iron
imagine
looks
it's kind of dark and gray with some tinges of red in it, and it's incredibly just crazy hard. You can't, like, you could hit it with a hammer, wouldn't shatter.
like? That was a really
That's just
specific-
my guess, if anything. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
This place looks like my step
That
granddad
was a good
shirts.
guess, I think.
You have a step granddad. So did your grandmother remarry?
No, my stepdad's dad.
Okay. Your grandmother could have remarried too. He'd be your step grandfather.
The wheels are turning, but you're just saying that.
You know what? I'm not going to make it any more difficult for you to think on or anything there. I can hear the smoke coming from your ears.
Okay, so we need ironwood. What else do we need?
Specifically, according to the notes here, where you go, magical ferns with the zhuzh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what was the
It's
last
just
one?
those
Or
two.
was it just the...
The Ironwood, though, is at the Dragon's Maw,
Okay.
and the magical ferns are at the Dragon's Claw.
All right, so we going
You're in the
first
claw
or
region.
first?
Because the other region
going claw.
Okay.
was
So
dotted with
probably that one
volcanoes and scary. This is slightly less scary, possibly, though it is Feywild bullshit.
Maybe.
Let's get that magical jazz lettuce, I guess.
Yeah, like Artie the architect sent us here.
Pretty sure he's an artificer, but yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, architect.
I'm not going to argue. You've got this. I know you do. I have all the faith and trust in you in this. Let's head on down then. Y'all still floating? It is a big drop. It's like 30 feet.
Oh, is it still another 30 feet down?
Yeah, you guys are on top of a very tall mushroom.
I would have just landed on the ground if I'd realized. Why did I end up on the top with everyone else when I could have just teleported?
Two spell slots to get down. I'm gonna.
Is anybody like
Okay.
at risk of like getting hurt?
I
No,
might roll
it's-
my ankle jumping.
You're fine.
Take that 1 HP, rolling my ankle.
Yeah, Dave, do you mind just kind of being like an elevator for like one?
No, I can jump down. It's cool.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
See, he said he could jump.
It's fine.
You know.
It can be easy. And
No,
Doot is
Dave,
going to
come
use
on,
some of
come
her
on.
changeling powers to shrink herself just a little bit. Gosh, like Demon Slayer, what's Nezuko style? Just a little shrinky dink. Just a little bit.
All right, well, put Dude on my back
Derek doesn't think
and hold hands with Mayor Buffet.
You've got 8 more minutes of this, so
No, it's all right. Come
you
here.
can just make multiple trips.
Yeah, come here.
Are you
Come
Sorry.
here, Derek.
sure, bro?
No, I'm gonna do it in one trip. Come
Bro,
here,
this
Derek.
isn't groceries. Your prize not on the line. You can come back for me, and then it's cool. Okay, and then
All right, fine. Actually, that will only take like that. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna carry Dude and Mayor Buffet.
I'm normal
Wait,
size
come
again
back and get
on the ground.
He wraps his feathery arms around you and says, "Yeah, bring him on down."
Wait, you don't need to get.
Oh, absolutely.
Is he proud of me?
You don't need to get Derek. He's already on the ground.
Did he fall?
yeah, we mentioned Dord down.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we did the whole
Oh, why were
Venom. We
Right.
are Flebbledy.
That's exciting.
That
We
would
should
be
do that in a
fun.
fight one day.
I don't know how that would work, but I think it could.
It'd be like puppeting Flibbledy to punch.
It's like the Jake suit from Adventure Time.
We're in the same space. I'm just blasting spells out from his body.
You all
own initiative.
you all make it safely down into the forest, which, like I said before, is just very thick of foliage, and you hear critters creeping about, and everything just going nuts, just having a good time in the forest with you. And you realize that you probably are a little bit lost. What do you do?
Minor conjuration, a compass.
All right. You minorly conjurate a compass. It does point to north.
Dave.
Now what? That's north.
So
but
now we
what?
can make sure we're not going in circles, number 1. But Dave, number 2, you've probably got 2 more minutes of fly. Can you just fly up real quick and figure out where we need to go and snap some pictures with your phone? We can use it as like a map.
Derek gives him the phone of Star
Flying
Speed.
has somehow.
Ooh.
You've made flying somehow. as
Have
much
you
of a chore
have you
as walking.
considered?
And then he huffs and crosses his arm and rises
I yell up
straight
at him,
up into the air.
Dave, dual barrel roll.
He does like Of
Have you
Very
considered
half-hearted.
twirling on your way down to make it more fun?
Immelman turn is the best I
Well-
can give you.
I was just trying to help.
I will say this: the phone star speech, it doesn't have any magical picture taking to it. Gary, go ahead and roll.
He holds it up and goes like,
Go
click.
ahead and roll a D100, Gary. Let's
Anyway,
see what your battery's at for the phone of star speech.
so
Yeah, no. Yeah, what? Sorry, I didn't hear that. What was the question?
Roll. Did you roll a D100 and
It was a
Did you roll really bad?
6.
oof?
Ooh,
You did roll really bad.
Oh
that's
no!
rough. That's rough, buddy.
There's many other numbers
Wow.
you could have rolled.
You could
Why
roll
did
to
you do that one?
6D.
You open up the camera app and the phone immediately starts blinking like it's about to shut off. You can take a picture, but it's gonna be a dead phone, so you won't be able to see it.
Okay, so he can just close the phone and like look at the horizon
Okay.
and like spin in a circle, looking.
Roll
looking
an
hard out
investigation.
over the horizon.
A 17. Yeah, you get
17.
a pretty decent mental image of the forest around you. You're probably not going to remember every small detail, but you can see the compass is pointing to the north. Going straight east, you can see a pretty large clearing with a lake, and you see some smoke coming off of a far part of the lake. That's the
Okay, you said so to
Mhm.
the.
basing it off of the compass. You
and
see
what
a
else?
very large lake. It is pretty far out there, though. And at the very far edge of the lake, you seem to see some smoke billowing.
All right.
In other directions, looking due west, very very far off, you can see the top of the top of the wall for where the town of Rumrunner Hollow is. And even further, you can see
Okay, so
the very crack, the very peak of a volcano that looks like it's smoking. You can't make out much of it, but you can see a bit. Looking north, you see not a lot. It's more wood. You do see a very large bridge-like structure that seems to be broken in the middle. Beyond that bridge, though, it's a very high, very tall bridge made of stone. You don't see much past it. And then to the south, you see more wood, and then you see ocean. So you still see a lot, but you can't make out a ton of great detail.
Okay. So Dave will puff his way back down to the ground, and before anybody talks to him, he's like, "Shut up! Hold on, I need a second." And then he like sketches a picture in the that looks like.
That's great.
I love that so much.
I will say this with the bridge. The bridge seems to just stretch on and on and on and on in both directions, with just a sizable chunk taken out of one area of it. But it's far, far away. That's the only thing I would say.
For the listeners, Steve's has drawn a beautiful image in MS Paint.
It is.
Really,
I'd
it's
hang
a
it up
really
in the
good
Louvre.
MS Paint image.
It's that good. I'd consider stealing the Mona Lisa first, but I would hang it up in the Louvre.
It leaves refrigerator material. I'd put it like over the nearly expired Pizza Hut coupons.
I'm not saying it belongs in the Met Gala, okay? I'm saying it's good. All
Mona
right.
Lisa is only famous because it's been stolen.
Exactly. That's why I would
Meh.
consider stealing it first.
That area of the refrigerator is my Met Gala. Mona Lisa by heart.
That's really sweet. Okay. All right. So yeah, Dave sketches that out, and he's like, "All right, this is what I saw. That's a bridge. It's way bigger than about the size of my body in this drawing, but it's actually larger. And also, I think the bridge is fucked. There's a big hole in it.
Okay.
There was smoke near that lake. And then the ocean, which I think we've already been to, and Rum Runners College, which we've also already. He looks over.
Yes, he heard that and gives a thumb up.
Shit.
Oh no,
It's
I figured
really, really far away.
No. I mean,
Like,
I've known that
so
for a
far.
long time. This is
Okay.
the areas out here. They're not close. They're not like a day's hike. We're talking like at least 2 days hike, probably even 3. Yeah.
So no Uber.
No Uber. No Uber. No Lyft. We do every once in a while. DoorDasha does come through. I don't know if y'all have DoorDasha on in Atlanta. She's a witch that brings food everywhere. She flies on a broom.
Y'all have those little
No little
like
scooters.
magic scooters. Hurt really bad on one of those. All right, so going to the lake or the.
Well, how far away did that bridge look? I mean, and like how you said it's like 2 of you tall on your map here. At least. Maybe more?
Yeah, it probably maybe more.
Probably
maybe more.
Do you still have a little bit of that fly on you?
DM question. I'm not gonna let it drop until it drops.
You have about probably 30 seconds worth. I just want to take a look at that bridge.
Out. Where do you need to go? I think I can get like 30 feet.
Yes.
Could I fly us like to the top of one of the mushrooms and just like figure out how to get down? Okay. All right.
You fly up to the top and you look over toward the bridge. And it looks like this massive stone wall.
Mm-hmm.
It is hundreds of feet up. And even at the very far distance, it's a good couple miles off. At least about 50 or more. It's impressively huge. It looks like it's not just this large bridge. And Jamae says this to you. He says, "I've heard rumors of that bridge. Like we've been here at the Hollow for a while, on and off, because it's like a weird crossroad nexus and everything. I've heard rumors of that bridge. Like back when this place was full of dragons and everything. Apparently, that was some I don't know, like a part of a castle or something, where the most important of these dragons used to live." And he points off. And he says, "All right, you see that kind of like weird purple smoky area right there? It looks like, I don't know, like crystal or something at the edge." He says he's showing you where like the big fuck off, just missing broken part of it is. Allegedly, legend has it. I don't know, but allegedly there was some crystal dragon. It was like the most crazy magic psychic thing, and it exploded there, and it left a crater miles wide. And I don't know if y'all have like any legends of mass extinction events.
Is that where
or anything like that? But that led to the mass extinction of pretty much every dragon that was bigger than, say, a house saber-toothed tiger.
Okay.
Those are going to be way more local than that.
That a little bit more local.
That's like no man's land. That's no bird's land. That's nobody's land. Yeah, I think they call it like the void.
It sounds like.
I think that was like the ancient text.
Nobody's using that dragged
That's
across
good.
the
That's good. I'm gonna have to write that down. Nobody dragging these nuts across face. That's good. I'm gonna use it my act when we get home. Well, we should probably get down though, because it's a little bit dangerous up here. You got any more of that fly left?
No, I think it's out. It's under us, but I think we'll still probably land. Oh wait, hold on.
Derek, if you want to roll a nature on the mushroom as well, that might not be a bad idea.
Nature
or survival. Derek.
Okay. Both are 0.
Yes.
Misty Step only affects myself.
I
Right?
could get him down if we need it.
That's a 7 on nature.
All right.
So Eric just kind of looks at it, goes, "That's a mushroom."
Yeah, and you look at it, looks pretty sturdy too. So we might be up here a minute until we can figure out another way. I mean, let me see. Let me.
Yeah,
he-
no worries. I could get him down.
What you got down there, Goo Man?
So how far
Is
off
that
the
makes-
ground is he?
They're about 30 feet.
About 30 feet.
Mm-hmm. If they were to fall, it would be about 3d6 worth of damage if they fell and didn't make a good survival for it.
And is Dave able to get to the ground safely? Okay.
I could Misty
Well,
Step
if
I
you
had
can
to.
do that, then I will vortex warp.
How do we feel about one of those inflatable like crash pads that they use for like stunts? I can make one, but it'll only be like 5 feet.
I think that could work.
Yeah.
I
So
could do
minor
that.
conjuration. Oh no, it's 3 feet. I was wrong.
Oh
I
no,
don't know if that's gonna be enough. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be enough. I'm sorry. I was double checking the
That's
wording.
a small target.
do Dex save for it. Okay.
We can just climb.
You begin to climb down. Nice. Yeah, or that, whichever.
Or
Oh my
Flippity
gosh.
could come get us.
I'm gonna pull out the space hamster from my cleavage. And I'm gonna hold him up to look at the situation and say, "You got anything?"
Hey, how you doing, Dollface?
Yeah, not my name.
Oh, sorry,
But,
sorry.
Yeah, I feel like dude's actually easier to say, honestly.
Dude, got it. Okay, yeah, what's up? What's going on?
Yeah, do you have any solutions for like getting them down? Because I feel like we're gonna need a lot of our spells and resources on our little trek here. Do you have magic?
Nah, I don't got no magic. I'm just a little talking hamster.
That's it? That's all you do?
I mean, I can make witty repartee and I can, like, make comments on a situation and everything. That's not a bad idea sometimes. I mean, like, look at that stalk over there. You probably take a few swings with an axe or a sword or something on, what's that, a mushroom or something? You could probably knock it down.
We probably could. I'm gonna.
I have pitons. Alex, will pitons save me?
Have pitons saved anyone,
them.
really? I mean, they might, yeah.
They might. I could put one. I have rope too. I think.
Doc-
Yeah, I have 50 feet
Dr.
of rope.
Deebs, you
Hold
are
on.
the actual in real life climbing expert on this. So, I mean, you go to climbing gyms. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't go to any gym. That's how I keep my figure.
I mean,
Fucking fraud.
I just don't have a rope. I just fall. It's way easier. But yeah, no, I'm sure you like put them in there and then have like a little holdy thing.
Yeah.
We got it. We got it.
I will say with you can choose sleight of hand or survival, either with advantage, and you guys can get down. Depending on if
I will
Okay.
sleight of. Oh, also I
Okay.
have mage hand. This is gonna be way easier. I have 3 hands, 10 pitons, 50 foot of rope, and my good friend Jamae Buffet, who is very proud of me. This is gonna.
and
be
he pulls
super
out his lute and he strums a few lines and gives you a wink and says, "You got this, champ," and gives you a bardic.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna still make the little inflatable crash pad right under
That's
the
hey
rope,
safe, yes.
just in case.
How much? Does the bardic
$1d8.
for? All right, I got a 30
Jesus.
total.
Damn.
And proudness.
Yeah, you strike your batons into the mushroom. They sink into the flesh very easily, with enough give that they, with enough stability that they don't pull out. And you lash your rope around it, you lash around yourself and Jemay. It does take up about 10 feet, but that means you got about 10 more feet of slack, and the two of you begin to rappel down with ease and make it to the ground.
Jermaine, you know what? You know what? We just got hoisted by my own pitons.
Oh, that's very good.
So much.
So good.
Oh my god.
So Jermaine Buffet, there's this movie back home, right? Called
I'm gonna have to.
Princess Bride.
I'm gonna have to watch it. Yeah.
So and I try to explain the plot to Princess Bride and slide down this mushroom.
He loves it. He can't wait to go back and rent it. Y'all still got Blockbuster, right?
Oh boy, I got some bad
Oh, no.
news, Jermaine.
And you all
Yeah.
safely solved the mushroom puzzle, which wasn't even really a puzzle. It was just you got up on the mushroom, you got back down, you got back up again, and you got stuck. But you figured it out how to get down safely.
While he was doing that, can I say I started ritual casting Phantom Steed?
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
You ritual cast that, and yeah, you're good. You do all that, and I'll say this as well. Everyone take a point of inspiration.
Hey,
Yeah.
I think I already had one.
Because of my very good joke.
Because of your very clever solutions to not dying, as well as
And
making
a
the
good
best
joke on the
jokes
way.
that you can along the way, and Jemay is very proud of you.
You know, on principle, I could not take a point of inspiration for that because my solution was to summon my and let the echo absorb the impact of.
Ride him into the ground.
I'm gonna take my own inspiration away.
No, but you trusted an ally.
You did, and I'll give you inspiration for that because he wouldn't have, but he could have just let you splat on the ground. You put your trust in a good friend, and I think you guys became closer because of it.
This is a character growth moment for Derek. He is ready to absorb the party lessons.
I was going to say that he was saying that he wants to learn the true way of party.
Well, yeah. So yeah, you have all of these all this information, all these directions as well that you can go. You have all safely made it down this this mushroom, and you have a little bit of heading too. So up to you guys.
So guys, the bridge north. Jermaine Buffet said that there was like an asteroid dragon and killed all the dragons.
Mm-hmm. You'll probably never had nothing like that
Or
on your
something.
world. Although I have heard of like this movie called Jurassic Park, and they had weird dragons in that. I don't know. I got a Blockbuster once. It was good.
Yeah,
I have to go back to Blockbuster.
it's really rough, man. Blockbuster
Oh.
did make it.
Oh, well, that's awful. Well, you were saying you seem to have a plan, though, sir.
Oh no, I was just gonna say the bridge got hit by an asteroid dragon up north, and then so we're east towards that lake.
I'm just along for the ride, guys. It's up to you. Unless you thought there was anything else around here.
Okay, guys.
I mean, that sounded fine with me.
I was just told I could legally hit things, and everyone would be cool with it.
I mean, I wouldn't personally. I mean, that's just me. Because this is like this isn't like full Feywild, but it's still kind of Feywild. Does anyone know anything about the Feywild whatsoever, and about the rules of the Fey? If anyone wants to roll a history check on that, or a religion.
I guess I'll roll history, but
I'll roll
that's
history.
Nate.
I have a 0 in both.
I got a 21.
I got a 23.
I just like to hit trash cans and stuff, and I thought they would be chill.
I mean, just like as a relatively speaking thing, there are rules about the Feywild you don't really want to fuck with because they will fuck back with you. And those are technical terms because it could be a lot worse. It's one of those do unto others as you want done unto you kind of things. You try and be friendly, you be hospitable. If someone has something, you don't try and steal it. You can always borrow it or trade for it. But etiquette and everything, and if someone gives you a gift, you're obliged to return one. But generally speaking, you don't want to just go like knocking things down or anything. That could be hella dangerous, and that is very much a technical term.
Derek just clutches his tit haver shirt and looks around to make no fair trying to take that from him right now.
Derek, the Fae will also steal you. If anyone asks what your name is, you have to lie to them as
Oh,
much as
that's
possible.
100% true. Yes.
Never let them catch you sleeping. all right?
Actually, it's a little more
Alright.
nuanced than that.
My name is Smash Johnson.
You can tell them your name, but you can't give them your name.
My name is Smash Johnson,
Then
and
they
you
argue.
can't have my name.
Good. Just you repeat that to
All
everybody.
right, kind of like that thing on Facebook, everyone was posting where they're like, "You can't use my data." That worked. That worked 100% for everyone.
Boy,
Oh.
they used that to find silly people who would fall for anything.
And the space hamster crawls out of in between Dude's bosom and says, "Yeah, and they usually steal your data anyway."
I'm letting him sit there with his head out because I realize he's probably suffocated like 1,000 times over. Yeah, that's a way to go, but there's not much air in cleavage.
There is not. He does kind of like put his little hamster arms, little hamster paws behind his head, and kind of just lean backward and say, "This is a good way to travel right here."
I'm finished summoning my phantom steed and pat it, and I'm gonna say, "Well, it's about to be even better because I don't even have to walk."
Oh hell yes! All right, everybody, let's.
What kind of did you summon?
His name is Thunder Song. So it is a chocolate brown horse with like lightning, but it's like purplish lightning all over it with like this flowy, ethereal, lavender and white opalescent mane with like glowing hooves with lightning coming out of it, and it is 100% cosmetic. With
The
like
name again.
Thunder Song. I was thinking Dazzle Flash, but Thunder Song is better. Oh gosh. Yeah, and a big ol' fake unicorn horn shaped like a lightning bolt coming out of the top of its armor. So it looks like a unicorn.
Wow, looking ass mount.
Oh, absolutely. Dude is a fucking nerd.
Did you pre-order for that, dude?
I mean, you kind of have to. I do a lot of beta testing, so I get a lot of perks.
Whoa. My psych guy, Dr. Tony 2 times, says we should not use the word. It is very harmful. And
Sounds like something a beta would say.
Yeah, true alphas like us, we don't worry about things like that. Little hamster puts out his little paw for a high five from Dude.
I give him a little one finger high five. But yeah, I mean,
all right. Well, I guess
Thundersong can carry probably at least one other person. Okay, you know what? I'm renaming him Dazzle Flash. His name is Dazzle Flash now.
It was an involuntary reaction.
Know that I'm doing this for Derek and not Gary. Okay, this is Dude fucking with Derek.
Well, I believe it's probably going to be. Well, hold on. You saw that lake. How far off do you think it looked? Like, kind of farish? Like,
Dave looks at his map, and it looks like approximately 2.5 minutes or 3 to the opposite shore where the smoke was. And he says, at least 3, I think, to get all the way to the other side of the
Well, it's
lake.
probably going to be a couple hours walk. That shouldn't be too bad. I think we should be fine. Head straight east then, folks. Let's
Yeah,
see what's out there.
Sure.
I guess
Uh,
eastbound and down.
And with that, we're gonna wrap the episode for the week. Has anyone got anything they'd like to plug? Anything they'd like to mention here?
I've been watching an anime recently called Bullbuster, and it nerd me loves because there's like a lot of business stuff in there. Also a mech anime.
Notably, one of the more exciting aspects of life.
Like, imagine Evangelion, but they took all like the weird religion stuff out and all the psychology out, and then they're like, "All right, we gotta make sure we follow the fucking budget. We gotta clear this island of these monsters so people can live here again. Follow the budget." And I think it's great.
What studio made that, Gary? Do you want to tell the good people at home?
I have a feeling that's
don't
not
remember which
like
studio made it.
The studio is Nut.
what.
I'm looking at Wikipedia right
No
now. It says
way.
Studio
Studio
Okay.
Wow.
Nut.
I think
Nut.
Studio Nut had another hit that I enjoyed recently, and I can't remember the.
Let's see what Wikipedia says about Nut. Corporation
Specifically.
Limited.
What else do you want plug this week? I was gonna do a good, wholesome, feel good plug.
Wholesome feel good. AWA's at the end of the month. And I'll be there. It'll probably be the first con in years that I am not bringing anything new to, so it's gonna be weird, but still gonna have fun. I don't know what I'm wearing. Probably Tingle because it's a little unhinged.
That's AWA. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Every day is a new day, and so you're just bringing
Yeah,
a new day.
I might
to the
bring.
con, even if you didn't make.
I've always
anything.
got Jar Jar kinks. I've only worn that once, so
Yes.
Ugh.
it's as
Yes!
unhinged as it sounds.
What if you didn't?
Vile.
It's as unhinged as it sounds. I promise.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's a really rough hang for your eyes.
I think it's wonderfully terrible.
Oh, people are conflicted when they see it. It's great. That's all I got.
Get your flu shot, and I guess your COVID. It's getting chilly outside, and you don't want the cold to get in, so get vaccinated.
I need to get vaccinated.
The COVID vaccine wasn't bad. Flu, maybe really afterwards.
I'm sorry, I goofed and did a deep dive of Studio Nut.
Oh no.
Oh
I
God.
really got into the
I mean,
lost in the nut.
Drowned in it.
So they made Decadence and the Saga of Tanya the Evil,
Oh.
and they also made Fully Coolly Alternative.
Oh, cool.
Listen, I love me some Tanya and the Saga of Evil.
Yes, but we also didn't need more Fully Coolly.
It was a tight, self-contained story of whatever Fooly Cooly is.
I'm sure scholars will be debating what Fooly Cooly is for the rest of time.
I actually had to watch Fully Coolly in college.
Oh man,
Yes.
for a class.
I forgot which class it was, though. But,
Oh, fucking 202.
that was around the time where I just kind of realized that class and, had to drop it before I had to.
Yeah, that's a good decision right there.
One time in college, on the looking through the syllabus, the professor was like, "At the end of the semester, you'll be asked to write a 15-page paper." And I had unsubscribed from that class before the end of that first day. I was like, "No, thank you, sir. I will take
Listeners,
something
if you're
else."
still in college, this is sound advice. Drop those classes before you got to pay for shit.
That's all.
And also, listeners, check out some of the people that have supported us so far, like Tithus. You can follow on twitch.tv/Tithus. Jess, you can follow on twitch.tv/JessPanda. Follow the MomoCon socials on Facebook, MySpace, Instagram, Wikipedia, LinkedIn, Indeed. Bulls and Boisers, AO3, Vampire Freaks, Monster, fuck it, we fucking ball.
Now, is that Monster the energy drink or Monster like the job search engine?
Monster like the first job search engine.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. I will. I won't look for us there, but I'm sure we're there.
I remember like 16-year-old
Did
me.
anyone ever actually?
16-year-old me
do the job
tried.
website?
Or like however old I
Yeah, I
was.
tried.
Also, check out Tyler on YouTube at Fishing After 5. Check out Andrew over at Casuals Bruntera. Sorry, it's been a minute since I've done this, and I have never written down copy for this. I should really do that. Also, check out our buddy Jay on TV/Rush918, and check out Twitch./Ducky Please. Now, everyone, give a jumbled meh nut.
Nut.
Nut. Good night, everyone.
Nut. I
Good night,
I love
everyone.
nut.